Welcome to HortTube. My name is Jim Putnam. In this video, I have Buddy Lee, the inventor of Encore Azaleas, and there's a couple other videos that Buddy has been in, at least a couple, down at his place in Louisiana. I'll link those videos down below so you can learn more about Buddy, because he does a lot more than introducing plants to you guys. He, has quite a few passions that have been in the other videos. So there's a new Encore Azalea coming. Can you tell folks about that one, Buddy?
Well, this is kind of a unique and interesting Encore, kind of a newer version with variegated leaves. And it's taken me a while to stabilize and get this one on the market, but it's really got some unique variegation. Got a nice white semi-double flower. Just a really unique plant. Yeah. The variegation tends to get a lot stronger, in the summertime. Right. But it's fairly tolerant to heat. Right. For being a variegated azalea.
Right. How long did you look at this before it's?
Oh, I had probably been looking at this, I guess, more than 10 years. Okay. Because I was trying to get it more stable, just looking at most of the azaleas we look at before we release them are fairly numerous years.
Right. Okay. So when he's talking about stable, sometimes in variegated plants we'll get either 10 different variegations on the same plant, which can be distracting, or we can just have green reversions. Yeah. Right. So this one had to be particularly. So all the Encores in the series are called Autumn something because they bloom in the fall. They repeat bloom in the fall. So this one is Autumn Moonstruck, right? Right.
And the series of Moonstruck and Moonlight, and it's kind of a series using that moon series. Right. And they have a green. It was interesting, he calls it a white flower, and it is a white flower, but it kind of has this greenish hue to it. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a cream, light yellow color, depending, but just a standout plant. And with this variegation, it really creates a nice show. Yeah. So there's 34 Encore Azaleas. Yeah. This will be the 34, right? I guess. But how many azaleas? How many seedlings do you think you have evaluated and thrown away and discarded to get down to 34 plants? Oh, over the years, it's just. I could not even. It's been hundreds of thousands. Hundreds of thousands to go. Yeah. Just like this year from last year's crosses, I have close to about 25 to 30,000 seedlings, very small ones that I'm actually moving forward. And some years I don't have that many, but I've been doing this since the 70s, so I can't even tell you how many seedlings I looked at. Right, yeah. But out of those 25,000, there might be nothing that ever gets released, or possibly something that's new and. Well, that is true, but there's really no ugly azalea. You're just kind of looking at the one that. That's good in commercial production. That you got to look at a lot of traits. Some of the plants, we may have like 6 plants, very similar plants from the same crossing, that we just go back and forth, and over time it kind of evaluates out. We need to go with this one instead of this. And I usually discard those or just keep them in a place. I don't want to get them back mixed up with the one we release. Right, and it's important that they root well and grow well for the grower, and they perform in someone's garden after they bought it, and take it home. And most of my plants are subjected, even though I'm in South Louisiana, we did get down to 18 degrees, and we do evaluate them in different locations. We want to make sure, that it's a tough plant. Right. A lot of times we think of cold tolerance, but their heat tolerance is just as important. Right. So this is going to be 34. Nobody can get it yet. It's another year before we're going to see Moonstruck out there. But the 2 before that were Majesty, which is back there. You want to grab one of those? Okay. And see how colorful that is. This is Majesty, a really compact little plant with some semi-double to double flowers. But I don't know if the camera really picks up. It's a really unique lavender type color, heavy bloom, compact growth. Just a neat little plant. Yeah, and it's almost the double version of Lilac, which is absolutely one of my one of my absolute favorites. This one has the single larger flower, and that one has the double. Yeah, and That was our earlier release from about 8 years ago, but that is a spectacular plant.
I actually say that I probably, if I'm ranking them, I put this one probably number one. It may change day to day, but this one's in the top 5 for sure.
I mean, I've seen them planted one place in particular in Hot Springs, Arkansas, and they're just mounds, just on this incline, and they just gorgeous, you know.
Yeah, and it's a great looking plant with or without flowers.
Yes.
Yeah.
This one is similar, but not maybe as mounding, spreading as lilac, but still a very unique azalea.
And then with Majesty, the same year there was Autumn Starburst, which is which had the broad white outline and the pink center, which is similar to a little bit similar to Sunburst, but they're different. This one's brighter.
Yeah. Sunburst and
Starburst.
Sunburst, and they are significantly different. I get tangled up in the names.
Yes, right. Yes, right. Right. Maybe the most floriferous one we have here too. Overall, this one's. The flowers are passing a bit, but.
Yeah, but this plant here is Autumn Carnation.
Yeah.
That is one tough plant. We make a lot of course, the new ones we all excited about, but a lot of the older azalea, the ones that release, that is a spectacular plant. It's kind of wants to grow a little larger, heavy bloomer, and it's got very good roots. It will establish itself in the landscape extremely fast.
Right.
All of my plants I evaluate for root hardiness or sturdiness.
Right.
But that plant there is very tough, a very tough plant.
Yeah, and again, this one's Autumn Carnation.
And it kind of looks like the old flower called pink ruffles.
It does look like pink ruffles. This is like pink ruffles was always one of the most impressive spring flowering azaleas, and this one does it twice a year.
Yes,
or at least twice a year.
Really nice azalea.
Yeah. So azaleas aren't the only thing you're working on. You always got lots of projects.
Well, on the azaleas, I'm doing a lot of breeding work on leaf color and stuff like that.
Right.
That's my big push. Right. But I collect native plants, selections, and this I do hollies. Radicant gardenias.
Yes.
And I don't know. I kind of forget what I'm working on.
Right. And you've got a distilleum back there. That's maybe my favorite right now.
Yeah. I did a big distilleum breeding program, and it's just narrowing down to about 100 selections.
Right.
And we plant them in the ground and doing a lot of evaluation on the distilleum.
Okay, well, nice. So this one's being rooted, it's being sent out to growers. It's probably a year before you're going to see it at retail, but this is Autumn Moonstruck, the new Variegated Encore Azalea.
It is spectacular. It's spectacular.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Jim.
Yep.